Wheel of randomness, turn, turn, turn. Tell us the 15 minutes that we shall learn. Welcome to Randomly 15 Minutes, where we give you a topic in 15 minutes or less, or your podcast is free. I'm your writer, Sam Rossi, and shortly Megan Claude Nicky will be reading a script written by me on a topic she may or may not know about. This shall be fun.
Hey, 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 everybody. Welcome to Randomly 15 Minutes. And today's wheel, I'm excited in my seat right now. Sam can see me on camera, but we got a fun one, and it's on dog breeds. And so we're going to get right into it. And Sam, on her script, says, a round of applause for the Wheel of Randomness for giving us puppies. Well, like I said, she meant dog breeds, but, all serious, whatever.
All seriously.
But seriously. And guess what, doggies? We did pugs, and now we are doing the doggie that Sam is partial to, the bully breeds, and she picked the Staffordshire Bull Terrier. Little pitties, little pitty pitties. Staffies is a purebred dog of small to medium size in the terrier group. They originated in the northern parts of Birmingham and in the Black Country of Staffordshire, for which it is named in England. They descended from 19th century bull terriers that were developed by crossing bulldogs with various terriers to create a generic type of dog, generally known as bull and terriers. Staffords share the same ancestry with the modern bull terrier, although the two breeds developed along independent lines and do not resemble each other. Modern Staffords more closely resemble the old type of bull terrier and were first recognized as a purebred dog breed by the Kennel Club of Great Britain in 1935. The unregulated breeding history and inconsistent genetic makeup of the Stafford's early ancestry has led to misconceptions about its origins, especially with breeding for fighting while it was legal in the UK. It was shortly before the American Civil War that immigrants from Great Britain brought their bull and terrier crossbreeds into the U.S. They became the ancestral progenitors of the American Staffordshire Terrier, a Amstaff, miniature bull terrier, Boston Terrier, I like the Boston, and American Pit Bull Terrier. Traceable pedigrees did not exist prior to the founding of the Kennel Club, also known as KC, in 1873, which was initially formed by a group of dog show fanciers who wanted to preserve the reputation of dog shows while at the same time avoid breeder fraud by establishing a dog's identity and documenting its pedigree. The first volume of the Kennel Club stud book was published in 1874 and included a list of dog shows and names of dogs that were exhibited at each show, beginning with the first dog show in 1859. Bull terriers and bulldogs were also recognized and included in the first volume. The KC, which was the first breed registry to accept the newly developed Staffordshire Bull Terrier into its stud book, stated that the breed shares the same ancestry as the Bull Terrier, i.e., bulldog, crossed with the black and tan terrier, and was developed as a fighting dog. They further acknowledged that because of the dog's early association with fighting, was for some time difficult to get recognition for the breed, and it was not until the 1930s that the Kennel Club recognized the breed. The Canadian Kennel Club, CKC, did not recognize the Stafford until 1952 and afforded more credence to the breed's bull and terrier heritage. The bull and terrier might have disappeared if not for a group of fanciers led by Joseph Dunn, who appreciated the dogs for their own sakes and persuaded the Kennel Club, England, to recognize the breed as the Staffordshire Bull Terrier, the name of the English county where the breed was most popular. In 2017, a genome-wide study suggested that all of the bull and terrier-type dogs, including the Staffordshire Bull Terrier and 5 other distinct breeds, map back to the terriers of Ireland and to origins which date to the period 1860 through 1870. The timing corresponds with historical descriptions of dogfighting competitions in Ireland, a lack of accurate stud book documentation, and as a result, undocumented dog crosses at the time when these breeds were first created. DNA studies have brought some clarity to the hybridization mystery of bull and terrier crossbreeding, suggestive of a new world dog within some with some modern breeds, but they do not positively identify all the breeds that were involved. As supported by the DNA study, as well as the AKC and KC, references to the historic bull and terrier were not as bona fide breed. Rather, the term was used to describe a heterogeneous group of dogs that may include purebreds of different breeds or crosses of those breeds. Bull and terrier hybrids or pit bull types are considered the forerunner of several modern standardized breeds. Now to talk about the standards of this breed. The Stafford is short-haired and of roughly equal length from the shoulders to the tail and from the shoulders to the ground. The coat is short, stiff, and close. It may be white, black, blue, fawn, or red, all with or without white, or any variety of brindle with or without white. And that's the pity story. Oh. And Sam is our expert on
Pitties.
Pitties.
Pibbles.
Pibbles.
Little pibbles. Yeah, Shimmer was a Boston Terrier American Pit Bull Terrier mix.
What a mix.
You see, Boston Terrier with long legs.
Yeah, I was gonna say her coloring was definitely like a Boston Terrier with the black and white, and her even like her face, like the nose area too. You could tell there was that Boston in her. She was cute. She was cute.
She was a true terrier mix.
She was. He's like, I'm a true terrier mix. Those kitties. And now it's interesting because I knew someone who she had a pit bull, but I think she said it was the Staffordshire. Yeah. And I'm like, because I know there's like the American and that. I'm like, so what's the difference with them? Like, does it sizing and like stockiness? And because some of them are really stocky and
most Staffordshires are stockier than an American Pit Bull, an American Terrier.
Kind of like the American Bulldog, where it's not the short, squatty English, but they're kind of taller a little bit.
A little bit taller, more broad, a little bit broader. Yeah. They do have more of the bully, it looks like, than the Terrier. Yeah. Where Americans were much more slimline, streamlined, that body type. They're actually now saying that with all the DNA testing, because thanks to kennel clubs, we're able to go back, 100 freaking years, almost 200 years. That doesn't include if you think about horses either. Horses go back further. Yeah. About bloodlines and all that crap. Yeah. Yeah, they take it way more seriously than us dogs people do. Yeah, no, I know. Horse people, those are livelihoods for people. But basically, a Staffy is a bulldog bred with a terrier mix, and that happened. And they finally got it where somebody agreed that this was a actual breed. Because they had to show back certain amount of generations to say, hey, this is really happening. And when you were researching, did you come across anything about them being nanny dogs? Because I have seen that before. They were nanny dogs. When dog fighting became illegal in the UK, they were able to actually see the personalities behind these dogs. They're much gentler. They're very high tolerant dogs. Now, a Chihuahua, on the other hand, are just vicious. I love dogs. I think Chihuahuas are cute, too. I'm like... Yeah, but you know what? I've been bitten by a lot of dogs over the years. Yeah. Big dogs don't scare me, but the smaller the dog, the more I'm actually terrified of them. Yeah. Because I have marks on my arm from a dog's bite. Well, no, and my mom's always said, where she's like, there's those yappier ones that are, and they are the more little aggressive ones that
I'm like, I love all the dogs. I love the little ones but I grew up with bigger dogs. We had a German Shepherd and a Greyhound when I was growing up, so I was always used to bigger dogs. But when I see a pit bull, I don't get scared, I mean, I understand obviously if there's been a situation, but it's like, well, I'm always if you weren't a crappy owner, and I know that's a controversial thing, but
Well, I will go with it.
it can be both, because I
It can
know
be
that
both.
I know the dogs can be,
I had a lab mix that went feral.
yeah, I mean, I know dogs definitely can get aggressive. Obviously, I definitely am someone who, if a dog's not on a leash or something, I get a little skittish. Like,
Yep.
okay, please make sure your dog is, behaved. But yeah, I get it where dogs are, an
They have their
animal.
own personalities
Yeah,
also.
yeah, yeah. So I'm definitely not saying like a pit bull where people would be like, oh, they're yeah, I could see that for the aggressiveness with
Yeah.
them. But have I seen them as big babies in that? Yes, like.
Oh yes, my pit bull would come terrorize you if it wasn't raining, nap time, treat time, dinner time.
she she was like, oh, like, but yeah, they always have the flat heads. I'm like, they got perfect pet flat heads, big black heads of theirs, and the puppies, when they don't crop the ears, they're super cute with the floppy ears and
Sometimes there are reasons to crop ears.
okay,
One of
and
them
like
is if the dog's ears if they hang too low and they're not able to drain properly, so they would
oh,
get yeast
interesting.
infections.
Okay, interesting, because
So there is an
I've
actual reason to do so medically,
gotcha.
but people do it because they think it's cool.
Yeah, yeah. And it's the same for cropping tails too, where I know it's like a balance issue with certain breeds that they crop them. Like,
Balance issues, and sometimes breeds just look weird with the real tail.
yeah, like my aunt, just growing up forever, my aunt has always had English Springer Spaniels, and they got those little stumps. They would look weird if they had a long tail to them. Like,
Um, we had Dobermans growing up,
oh,
and Dobermans with tails look weird, and they are whips.
yeah.
So, part of the reason to crop a Doberman is to save your own life.
Mm. With the whipping tail. A greyhound's got the rat whip tails too.
Yeah, but greyhounds look right with the tail.
True.
Dobermans don't.
Yeah, okay, I can see where that would look a little weird with that. in the... But I didn't know that though for like the cropped ears about like the drainage and stuff. So, okay, that's it. So, shouldn't always judge then if I see where it's like, oh, you cropped it for,
I always ask, why'd we crop the ears?
yeah, yeah,
Some people would come back because it looks good. And I'm like, oh, okay.
yeah, yeah.
No, to me, we
There's,
cropped the Doberman's ears because of because of the drainage.
that makes sense with that. But but pitties in the end, they're cute.
They're adorable and they're big. They're just lovable.
Big box things. My mechanic, he had a puppy, and he said she was a pocket pitty, and I googled that, and I'm like, oh, she's gonna be one of those stocky, the stereotypical like stocky ones. But as a puppy, she was like that gray blue coloring.
Ooh.
Oh, she had the floppy ears still, and like her tail was longer. Oh, but she was big puppy. Because he had her in the shop, and I'm like, oh, I was like, look at you. And she was behind the tires at one point because he was showing me something, and all of a sudden here, like that puppy, and he's like, yeah, if she doesn't see me, she like starts freaking out in that. But I was like, oh, and that's when I was like, what kind of dog? And he's like, she's a pocket pitty, and I'm like, oh wow, okay.
But
Well,
yeah,
then,
they come in all different sizes and temperaments, just like
it's
people.
true. It's true. It's true. It's like, but I absolutely hate the like dog fighting stuff.
Well, yeah, that's.
you know,
I can honestly say that all the good Michael Vick has done since he got arrested the second time, he has done a lot for anti-fighting and anti all those, shit that he should have been doing in the first place.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stuff he should be doing in the first place.
Yeah. Just say that. I'll be like, yep, if you're into dog fighting, you're a piece of shit. Just saying that. I'm just going to say that right now on this podcast.
Even though he's done a lot of stuff since then.
Yeah.
Still, in my book, a evil person. Yeah. He hurt animals.
Yeah. You had a dog fighting ring.
Chipmunks or something.
Well, even then, I'd be like, oh, that's serial killer, right? That's K-15 territory right there.
Yes and no.
I don't want to hurt animals.
Chipmunks are worse than squirrels.
Poor Charlie Chipmunk.
Charlie Chipmunk.
That's what I call them, Charlie. In our we call them Charlies. Just like I call every groundhog Phil.
It's
funny Phil, but anyways, getting back to pit bulls. Like, any last thoughts on your pitties?
We'll probably see them again. They fall under so many different categories.
Okay. I'm intrigued now, so. All right.
I'm Sam Rossi.
I'm Megan Kladnicki.
Later, y'all.
Bye.